Whoa, that was a little bit too close. Hello, hello, everybody. Oh, my cat's going crazy here. Well, I'm coming on. I don't want to spend too much of your time tonight. Here's a song that it's by Tyrese Riley. And can't play too long of it because I'll get banned. But come on. Save the children. We gotta pray, meditate, find a way. The song is Let Peace Reign. That's what it is. The energies in the sky are showing peace wants to reign. But you can see where evil is, they don't want it to reign. When we focus and we are focusing dearly on wanting peace, my cat's just freaking out here, and wanting peace to be in this world, but there is such a pushback for not having peace. And the reason being is war is money, and you can make money in wartime. And we're feeling it. We're feeling the anxiety. We're feeling, last night when the moon went over Pluto for the last time, retrograding in Capricorn and going into Aquarius. That was just like this oomph of energy that was coming in that was saying, wow, there's an internal um there's an internal energy that's coming forth that is saying that so many people out there are reaching outside of themselves for something, when that internal justice, that internal design, desire, divinity is within you. And that's where it's at. And the energies that are coming in so strongly, and with this full moon that is coming in this weekend, is a powerful one because it is just before the eclipses. And before the eclipses on October 25th and November 8th. And we're entering into a time that is really having us wanting to come together, wanting to gather, wanting us to communicate and to bring forth that vulnerability. The one thing about South Node Sag, or South Node Scorpio, I should say, the thing is that sometimes with Scorpios, we think somebody else has it better, so let's go along with them and let's try and make it good, right? Yet sometimes it's not so good. Sometimes it's a misguidance within our own selves, and we have to honor that. We have to look at, okay, why am I being guided to do this? Am I, what is that guidance that's happening? And it's like, am I going with that person because they have a nicer house, and I'll just sort of sacrifice. But this is where that truth is coming in, that we have to reach above. We've got to reach higher than what we've reached before. And it's an internal struggle because we want the safety and security. The new pandemic that's coming in, and I've said this before, it's going to be a climate lockdown. It's going to be one where people aren't going to be able to have the resources, or be able to do the things that they want to do. On September 27th, Global News came out about Alberta having restrictions, and they were talking about it last year in 2021. So this has all been sort of a setup from one thing to another, in getting us to begin to look at our own, usage of electricity, of gas. And this too is part of that evil that wants to come through and reign. And one thing people have to remember is the government works for us. We don't work for the government. They are an elective body that has been put there by the people's choice. Good or bad, like them or not like them, whatever, that's what they are. They are a governing body. And this is where, for all of us to understand as a collective, that we have the power. We have that divinity power to make changes in this world. And many times we feel, because of so much that we have been enduring, endearing, hmm, over the last few years, that it's easier to step away or step down than to step forward. Yet, I'm thinking of this one, and it's Ichabus. He was given the wings, and he flew towards the sun and blew up into flames. I don't know why he's coming to my mind. And as he's coming to my mind, during 2020 and the conjunction that happened between Saturn and Pluto, he was right there. It was showing us that, many people, flew towards the sun and followed what followed the fake wings that were being given out. And now we are seeing, with those who've taken the fake wings, that they are expiring. And here we have this vulnerability that's coming in for others to stand up. And sometimes it feels like you need someone else to make you powerful, yet not putting yourself out there, not putting yourself first, which is the North Node in Taurus. It is that Saturn Uranus square that's coming in, that's saying that you have to stand firm in who you are and stand true to who you are. And even when things are unexpected and shift and change as radically as they will over the next days, weeks, and months, we have to come back to our internal light and know that we are strong, divine, with universal backing through this. And it is imperative for us to believe that. It is amazing, as we're going into this Thanksgiving weekend, that many people, we're going to be gathering, and we're going to be, coming together with family. And there is it's what is her name? The moon, Selena. It's a powerful aspect in astrology, and I'm just sort of learning about her more and more. But the beautiful thing is that she is commitment to something. That's the thing, is what are you committed to? What is your commitment? And as Jupiter is retrograding and going back towards Juno, that's his wife. That's his commitment, right? And then we have Eros, who's going to be coming up and conjuncting Psyche on November 4th, was it November 4th or November 5th? Um, which is November 4th is my birthday. And that's about commitment. Eros, undying love. There's so many when you get into the mythology, so many beautiful pictures of Eros and Psyche, and his undying love for her never faded. She was kind of like, I'm not too sure in that Psyche. I'm like, I'm not too sure about you, buddy. Maybe you're just a little bit too passionate for me. But they came together. So where is that undying love for you? Where is that commitment that you need to put forward and not be afraid? Do not be afraid, because the power of the divine, the power of love is there, and it is so strong. Yet evil Lucifer wants to rear his ugly head, wants to let you know I am still here and I'm still trying to hang on. And as we're seeing more of, people saying, we want peace. We don't want people to die. In more and more in the subways in New Jersey and New York and throughout the eastern coast right now, they're putting up signs for nuclear explosion on how to get ready, which is preposterous. Because I mean, I'm sorry, if you're in the subway in New York, you're doomed if that's where it's at. There's no getting out because they're not nuke proof. The ones in Russia and Ukraine are, but the ones here in North America are not. But this is where it's like, putting that fear out there. So much fear is going out there. And people are aligning in this fear. Like, could you imagine, like, you're going into the subway and you're seeing these signs everywhere, and it's like it plays on you. Remember, it's a spell. It's a spell. And it plays on you because you see it over and over and over and over again. So this is where you say, and you give it up to the Holy Spirit, and you ask for inner peace and a miracle. You ask for the fear to get out of here, and you call in Archangel Michael. Michael, Michael, get the fear out of here. You know, this is where you got to say your own little mantras, your mantras to keep you strong, your mantras to bring upon the spell you want to cast. Because with Chiron coming in and Chiron going to be conjunct with this full moon, with this energy that is saying we can have peace, we can heal, we can overcome. Yet, you know, it's like evil doesn't even want to hide anymore. It's I was just reading on or just listening to the stuff that's happening in Iran, and not to take away from the people protesting and the women protesting, about women having a choice on what to wear and not to wear. And now they're blaming the states, and I believe the states has, seen um a way in, "Oh, good, let's let's do this," and they're doing it through the internet, through fake accounts, and they've even shown the fake accounts that they do have fake accounts. They're not even lying that they have fake accounts. That's the blatancy that, well, what are you gonna do about it? Right? Well, there is something we can do about it. We can stand in our light. We can start doing our own. In World War II, the Kona power became so powerful because every night these witches got together and they did the Kona power every single night to bring peace to England. And that's the thing. It only takes a few, whether it's just, you repeating these things to yourself over and over again, and then Kathy in Manitoba repeating something again and again in a positive. And Declan Joe is repeating something over and over again with bringing in peace and love, up out in St. Albert. So we have these people repeating all over the place. This is what brings in the vibration. And it takes time for us to raise that vibration, to create that change, but it's a continual thing that we need to be doing at this time. Because it's gonna get crazy, and they're gonna push back because evil does not want to let go of its power. And it doesn't want to let go of what it has control of. And many people don't want to hear that. They don't like to hear that. They only want to talk about the rainbows and the beautiful unicorns. But even the unicorns talk about anger. Even the unicorns tell you to be on your guard. Even the unicorns come in and say, have discernment in what you are doing, in what you are saying, and who you are being. So, same with the angels. The angels come in and they're powerful, powerful beings, but they also are ones that are saying, "Okay, you want us, say something. Don't be meek, don't be mild, be bold, be beautiful." That's what you need to be doing. The more you are being bold and you're being beautiful and you're standing in your light, you're repeating your peace prayer, the more powerful we are. It's crazy times we're living in. And I learned something new in history today, and I found it very, very interesting. And it goes back to World War II, that Japan was ready to sign the peace treaty way before a certain country dropped the bombs. And the reason they dropped the bombs was to put fear in another person's heart so that they wouldn't become powerful. Gives us some food for thought. So remember, what you see and what you hear may not be the truth. You got to go with your discernment. That's what the unicorns say. Have discernment and stand in your power and stand in your peace. So, on that note, I'm going to love you and leave you.
In the victory of good over evil.
Good over evil.
Your presence around us with love, and we must
That's what the song.
agree.
So have a blessed one, everybody. Good night.